Okay, hello, we're going to be going for a hike today and we're going to be doing Sale Fell and Ling Fell. So I've just parked a Bath&Thwaite and I'm going to take you with me for today. So I've just got my base layer on and now I've just put my second layer on, which is a fleece, and I've got my waterproof in my bag and some drinks and some food, some snacks, some waterproofs, bottoms, and I'm going to put my boots on and then we're going to get going. I always carry my paper map with me, but I also use the OS Map app to navigate, and I also have the paper map in my bag with me just in case I need it. The route is taking me past the Pheasant Inn, so I'm going to go around the back first and then I'll show you roughly where we're going to go. I'll just keep you updated as we go along. I'm just coming out by myself today, so we'll see how it goes. It's a nice easy walk. Should take me roughly 4 hours, so it won't be too long. I've just come up this track. I'm now going to head up into the forest through this track here. I checked the mountain forecast this morning and it looked like it was going to be a pretty decent day. So hopefully the weather holds up. It was raining this morning when I left, but it's sort of picked up a bit now. It's a little bit chilly. It's not too bad. I always get really warm when I'm walking uphill, so I'll probably end up taking my fleece off shortly, popping it in my bag. So I'll keep you updated how it's going. So far so good. I'm now just about to start heading uphill through the forest. So let's go. So we've reached the top of the first little bit of hill. Quite out of breath. I took a layer off and you can see the lake in the background. With this weather, it's quite on and off. You always have to take fleeces on, off, on, off. So every time you stop, you get a bit cold. So I'll probably stop quite often, put my fleece back on, take it off, put it back on. So we're going to carry on now along the forestry track and then up a little bit further. Okay, so just want to tell you a bit about the OS Map app. So I think I only just started using the map app like 6 months ago, and honestly it's great. I love it. It's really handy for solo hikers, especially beginners who don't really know how to read maps, because you can plot a route and it tells you exactly where you are on the route. You can't really miss a path or a turning, so I'm just check it every now and again, and honestly I think it's really, really great. I'm using it today and I'll show you my route at the end of the video. Now I'm going to head off the forestry track and down a little footpath that's going to take us around the side of the fell, so you can sort of see the lake in the bottom there, and then this is the path we need to go down. I'll be following this path for quite far, I think a couple of kilometres, and we're going to pop out a fence line on the other side. So when I reach the fence line I will catch up. Wanted to check in and show you this view that I have so far. So on the other side of Bath&Thwaite you can see Skiddaw from here, and you'll probably be able to see it even better from the top of the fell, but I just wanted to show you a quick view of what it looks like from down here. So this is Skiddaw in the distance here. Stunning. Okay, we've reached the first fence line. I'm going to be putting on my waterproof because it is getting chilly with the wind, and I'm going to grab a drink. day and we are ready to set off again. We are heading up this track here, up here. So I'll check in again when we get a bit further up. It's getting quite windy and cold now, so I've got gloves with me as well in case I need them. So we've reached the next turning point. We're going to be heading up a little black path that's marked on the map just here. It's just a little track, it's nothing major. It's easy to miss if you're not watching the map very carefully and you're not very good with distances. It's really easy to miss, which is why I really enjoy using the map app, because you can't miss it. So yeah, I'm going to start heading up and you can see the bottom of Bassenthwaite there. And I'll check in probably a bit further, closer to the top. So we came up this path here. We've now joined onto this big path. My map told me to go up this little hill, but I'm going to take this route here. Sorry, when it focuses, I'm going to take this route here. We're heading up over here. We've reached the 335 metres above sea level mark. Sailfell is only 355, I think, metres above sea level, so not much further to go at all. I'm pretty sure it's just on the top of the fell over there, and then once we hit that point we then drop back down to a road, and Ling Fell is up a separate way, so when we hit that point we'll check it again. It's quite windy up here, so I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we've reached the top of Sailfell. There's no trig, I don't think, not the one I've seen anyways, so we're going to start heading over towards Lingfell, and then we'll drop back down to the road first and then head up over Lingfell. Catch up in a bit once I'm out of the wind. So we are heading back down Sailfell now. Just tucked myself in down here out the wind. The road that we're going to be dropping down into is not too far away now, and then I'm going to show you a view of where we're going to be heading up next. And sorry, I keep looking at the screen. Where we're heading up next, and I'll then show you the route once we get back down to the car. So this is so far, and this is where we're going to be heading up over here. So the road isn't too far down now, and then probably about maybe halfway, the halfway point now. So I'm going to grab a snack and then carry on. We're going to be heading up this, see if we can zoom in, this path here, up here, and then the top is up there, and then we're going to be going up around the back, and we're going to be coming back down this path over here, drop back down onto the road, and then walk back down the road and back to the car. I'm going to have my first snack of the walk, and I'm going to be having a skinny whip toffee bar. I like these for a bit of energy, and yeah, they taste nice. And this is my first snack, and we're about an hour and 15 minutes into the walk and 2.7 miles in, so probably about halfway, maybe just over halfway now. So I'll have another snack probably at the top of the next fell, or on the way down, and then have my lunch at the car and then head home. It's quite a steep descent down here, which is not good on the knees, so just going to be taking this quite slowly. And we've just come from up there, and that wasn't too bad, but this looks like it's going to be quite steep and a bit slippy with the loose rock, so I'm just going to be taking this nice and slow, and then we're going to be hitting this road over here and then along and up there. It's also getting a bit warmer now because we've come off the top. The wind sort of died down, which is quite nice. I can take the hood off again, potentially my jacket. It was nice at the beginning because you're quite sheltered in the trees, but once you get out in the open you can get quite chilly quite fast. so it's really important to layer up and make sure you've got extra layers in your bag just in case the weather is not quite what you expected. Today was meant to be quite warm, 10 degrees and quite sunny, and as you can see it's very cloudy and quite windy, so it's definitely not 10 degrees, maybe more like 6. So got to be careful when you're out, especially when you're out by yourself, as something would happen. You always need to make sure that you're prepared. So yeah, so we've reached the bottom road. Just walking along to find the path that's going to take us up Ling Fell. Sometimes the fells look way bigger than they are when you're on the other side, but so this is Sail Fell on this side that we've just come down, and then Ling Fell's on this side of the road now. But looks like it shouldn't take too long to get to the top now. Then straight back down, grab some lunch, head home. Had a little snack on the way down, but I think I'll need to have something else before I head up here, because I'm liking a little bit. Done about an hour and a half of walking now. 3.1 miles I think so far, so not too bad. I think the last bit of the route isn't too far, and I can see the path that we need to go along now coming up, so check in again probably my next snack point and see how we're doing. So I'll check back in before I head up and show you what I've got for snacks to eat today. So I've got a banana, a massive banana. I was meant to bring a yoghurt, but I forgot my yoghurt. I do have other snacks as well, but this is what I'm having: a banana, some crisps. I do have a sandwich tin as well, which I might have before I head up. I'll see how much this banana fills me up, because it is a humongous banana, so let's see how it goes. I also have a flask of hot juice with me, which I always bring a hot drink and a cold drink. So I've got hot juice to warm me up whilst I'm staying down. I'm stationary because I always get a bit cold, and then I've got a drink of juice in case I need to chug some juice because I'm thirsty. So okay, we're at the first false summit because there's always plenty of them. This is the false summit here. Oh, there's a farmer coming over in the field in his tractor. We're just going to carry on up the fell a little bit higher. I don't think we're too far from the top, but then again it could be another false summit. There's always plenty of those knocking about the Lake District. And the sun has decided to make an appearance, which is pretty nice at the end of the walk. Hopefully it'll be a nice little cool walk back down the other side, back down to the car. Nice little chill walk. I only decided to eat my banana, and I'm gonna have my crisps and my sandwich when I get back to the car. So I'm just gonna carry on up here a bit further, and when we get to the top, check it again. Okay, we're nearly at the top now. I've just gone over 2 false summits, which is pretty usual. Always get your hopes up for the top, and then you go over and you see that there's another like 50 metres, 100 metres to go. So we're nearly at the top now. I've got about 50 metres to go. Has warmed up slightly, and there's pretty good views from here of Bassenthwaite, Cockermouth, Bassenthwaite Lake as well. So it's pretty decent, to be fair. So I'm going to just give you a little 360, and you can see Skiddaw from here as well, which is a really nice view. It's not Skiddaw in the background. You can't see the top of it 'cause the clouds. It's in the clouds. Sorry, going around in circles. Get dizzy. This is here. This is Sail Fell, where we just went over and just come back down, and then Bassenthwaite is in the bottom over there. I'll give you a little view of that as we come back down the other side. So I'm just going to carry on, get to the top, and then work my way back down. It's 11 o'clock, so it is not too late. We set off about 9:15, so doing quite well for time. I've had a few little breaks in between to stop and just have a little rest. There's no point in rushing. I like coming by myself, so I can just take my time. There's no pressure. You can just wander along. I've only seen 2 people so far on this walk, which was on Sail Fell. I've not seen anybody up on the Ling Fell yet. But it's a Tuesday, so chances are many people are at work, so many people out. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the top and then I'll give you a 360 to the top. This is a little 360. This one's Skidar over here. This one is Sail Fell. We just came over. There's Bassam Thwaites in the bottom there, and then a little 360. I think that's Cockermouth over there. And then we have the Drake, which is the second wainwright of the day, and the last one. Got a lovely view over there. Okay, we're gonna head back down now, and I'll probably see you down at the bottom of the car. If not, I'll be on the way down. It's quite chilly. I'm going to just grab a drink before I head back down. But yeah, that's the second wainwright of the day and the last one because I need to go. Okay, I'm back down off of Ling now. On my way back to the car. I just had a little look at the map, and the village that we could see in the bottom wasn't Bassam Thwaite. Bassam Thwaite is around the other side, so I've got to walk back along the road, which is fine. Shouldn't take me too long, maybe about half an hour. I'm just gonna have a little look at the map and see which road I need to walk down, because there's two that run parallel next to each other, and just see which way is the quickest. So I'll probably catch up with you just along the way, and just show you where I'm going. Yeah. Just got through the little village and then heading along the road. It's just a straight tarmac road back to the car now, and this sun has decided to make an appearance. So I took my jacket off and it's gonna get a bit of sunshine on the walk back. And yeah, just enjoy the last little bit of walk. It's not hilly, it's just nice sort of flat up and down path. I'm just walking on the road really, it's not a path. But it's a really quiet back road, so shouldn't meet many cars. Just met the postman and the bin man, and that's it so far. I've not passed any other walkers besides the ones in Sail Fell, so really quiet walk today. Normally you pass at least 4 or 5, but I think the weather this morning has probably been keeping people in, and obviously now the sun's out, it'll probably get busier this afternoon, but I'll be away home by then, so I'll be fine. I won't see anyone else. I was thinking of seeing if the cafe was open past some plate, but I'm not sure if you can just walk in if you have to book, so probably won't go in. Might just see if they have a toilet on the way round. That's the only thing that I feel like you sort of struggle with as a woman hiking, is the toilet situation, because it's such a faff and it's a bit annoying. But normally I don't drink too much whilst I'm on my walk, and I just drink when I get home to replenish what I've lost and sweat it out. So yeah, not too bad. Over there you can see a line of cars there. That is my car, and that is the lake. We've done a full 360 because we've come back down the same road that we first went up originally, so I'll show you the turn-in for that, and then we'll be nearly back at the car, so we're nearly done. And it is 12:10, which means we've been walking for 3 hours and 20 minutes so far. 6.56 miles, which is not too bad. I record on Strava on my watch, and then you can have the OS map app running at the same time as Strava on your phone, but the battery just gets drained so quickly. The OS map app does drain your battery a bit, but not too much. My phone's still got just under 20%. I always bring a portable charger with me though, just in case. But this is where we first went up on this side. So this is where we first went up here, and we're heading back down this road and back down there. We're nearly back at the car now, so just stopped to have my lunch, just in a little grassy patch, and then I will be heading back to get in the car and drive home. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I will put a clip of my route as a photograph at the end of the video if anyone wants to screenshot it. That's the end. Thanks, bye. I'm back home now, and I just wanted to quickly add on as well that this is the book that I use for my walks. It's 64 walks to climb the Wainwrights, and the routes are all planned out already, so you can pick if you want a short walk or a long walk, and it's a really good book. So this is where I get my routes from. They're already made up for you, and there's a little map and some description and some pictures. It's really good. And I'll show you a screenshot of where I walked today, the route now.